Hey there, Wargamers, Justin our Painter, and today, boom, we're going to check out some legendary MechWarriors. I'd like to welcome you guys back to the channel. If you're new here, please alpha strike that like and subscribe button. That was a good one. a little pop. If you are a returning viewer, thank you for tuning in today to help continue to support what I do. That said, today we're going to be checking out the Battletech Legendary MechWarrior 2-pack from the most recent Battletech Mercenaries Kickstarter from Catalyst Game Labs. Not sure when this is going to be up for general sale, if at all. I don't see a price on the back of this, so I don't remember what I actually paid for it. But if you are looking to pick this up, or you've got one coming in your Kickstarter, I do want to go ahead and crack this open today, so you guys have a pretty good idea of what to expect. All right, so we're going to be checking out the Legendary MechWarriors 2 box here on the channel. I can't remember if this was 35 or 40 or whatever it was. As with all these reviews right now, I don't have my price list next to me from what I paid on the Kickstarter, but I'm less worried about the cost and more worried about just showing you guys what to expect, see if this is a good product for you, or if you haven't got yours yet, so you know a view at what you will be getting. I hope that this is not like the other Legendary MechWarrior thing, where it's an exclusive that eventually goes out of stock. I think it should just be a staple product that people can buy. So I hope that that continues to exist. As we opened up here, first thing I will do, show you the art in the back of the box. Really cool. As always, I wish it was an insert you could pull out and use for something else, but c'est la vie, such is life. So let's go ahead and check out our cards here, and we'll look at some units as well. As always, we'll take a moment to kind of hold things up so you can pause to read them if you want to. So let's get these cards sorted out. Shroop, 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 burp, 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 burp. All right, so we're going to start with the Marauder. For the, this is Abdon Rickle, 71 points. This is the Red Hunter. These are all going to be very expensive units. They're already factored in with their skill costs. These are specifically characters, basically. So if you're playing with them out of the box, you're using a character. This one's in the Dark Age No Clan era, Team M2, 10 move, 1 skill, 542 for damage, no overheat, 10 life, BRA, case 2. Not going to try and get into the efficacy of this, just going to read it out and let you guys see it, because these are generally not going to be using these special abilities in anything outside of casual games for the most part. So just check it out, see if it's something that you want to play with, and get your opponent to tell you if they want to allow you to do so. And he's got some special pilot special abilities factored in too. For his actual pilot card, for Classic, if you're doing that, this would be this guy right here. And then on the back, special abilities. Let's take a moment to check out the model. So first of all, he's got these two cannons you get to choose from. So you get to mount whichever one you want, because there are like 2 versions of him, I think, or 2 different guns he might be using. I really like that tri-barrel one. That is very, very cool. So that is something at your disposal. And here is the mini itself. So the laser areas are PPCs here. This is different than some of the other Marauders we've seen, so there's a slight difference in the actual sculpt. These details up here look sharp. Be able to catch a dry brush really well. Yeah, this is a very clean mini. There's some areas that clearly need to be cleaned up. The back here, that's a little bit annoying. The thing that's rough is that this looks like this is supposed to be a plate or a panel of some sort right in here. And it looks like it's so soft when you go to clean, you might end up just shaving it completely down. That's unfortunate. It's an area that's less visible, but unfortunate nonetheless. Still a cool looking mini. One of the things that always frustrates me with the Marauder, though, is that, and I'll do this, and people will rage, but like this is like an access panel, not a cockpit for dueling. I usually end up dueling that anyway, because it totally looks like it's a canopy. And in my head, if it's not supposed to be a canopy for someone, then it's some kind of like iridescent sensor suite canopy thing that opens and is not glass. I don't care. It looks cool. But technically in the fluff, the glass is here, and here, and this one that for the layman, the uninitiated, that looks like another piece of glass where they could see up above themselves, is just an access panel. So that's a little bit annoying, but I usually end up dueling that anyway, just because it's my model and that's what I want to do. So you do what you want on your models, but that definitely looks cool. All right, so next up, flip this back over. We have got the little vehicle here, the Kell Field Commander SM5. I got 2 of this box. I sold the contents of one to help with Jeep repairs, but I kept this one so I'd have 2 vehicles of that particular variant. This is a Ill Clan era only vehicle, at least for this variant. TMM 4, movement 22 hover, 440, skill 2, 62 points, 6 life, BRA, case, Omni, search, tag, and turret. And we'll see if he had any specials, and he does. Very cool. And for the card here, for the Kell Hounds, and give you guys a peek at the mini. Okay. These are cool. Nice areas for his cockpit to be painted up. Like the big cannon. Literally, they just basically strapped a giant like mech arm, so it looks like, to a vehicle. It's kind of what it looks like. They just plop that in there. Big old Gauss rifle or something that they've mounted to a hover vehicle body, or built a body around. It's literally like, you could imagine them taking that off and putting it as the arm of a mech, right? And I just feel like they're just like, well, we need to get this to work. Build a hover thing around it and make it function. So. Looks really good to me. Areas to clean, obviously, as you do, but pretty sharp. I like this one. That's one of the sharper vehicles that I've looked at today. Next up, we are going to be checking out Marcus Giovanni and the Archangel Caesar. So 56 points, usable in the Succession Wars through the Jihad. Team M1, move 8, skill 2, 663 for damage, 9 life, case, rear, Q2 dash. And shroop, shroop, flip that over, check out his special rules. Whoops. And then his card. All right, and let's grab the model here for the Caesar. Check this bad boy out. I like the cockpit. I like the asymmetry. I like this chunky gun right here. Pretty sick. I still like that there's still some mechs that carry handheld guns. It's really interesting. Nice detail on the fingers. Another one of those spots that's really annoying that is just like a crater in the model. It's frustrating that is there. Just, shave up and do what you can, but it's been a reoccurrence through the videos I've been filming today. Some mold line things can be cleaned down there, obviously, but I really like this because it kind of makes me think of an Uziel. I like that like cylinder kind of shape up there. So really, really nice. Pretty cool. I'm sure that other people that might like this more or less, but it's definitely interesting. Next up, let's go ahead and grab the Demolisher. And so we've got Marcus Barton in his Devastator, not Demolisher, sorry, Devastator. Someone in the comments is like, because his arm is covering it, I can't quite tell, but I think he's supposed to be allowed in the Succession Wars all the way through the Jihad. It looks like that one's kind of tinted white versus gray, but I could be wrong. If he's in the MUL, you'd be able to find him there. 87 points, Team M1, 6 moves, skill 1, 6, 7, 5, 4, 8, 12, 14 life, rear 1, 1. There's his abilities. And there's his card for Classic. Sure. And let's grab that big old guy. Ginormous. He looks like what you might expect for like a Titan in Warhammer 40k with like his proportions and his size. Dig the guns. Kind of it's like, he's different looking. It's an aesthetic that is very different for me. This is also frustrating here with those points because like this one right here, that detail is completely gone. That panel line's no longer going to be there. That right there is flush. It's a dip. It's completely gone. When you clean that, you'd have to resculpt to fix that to actually still have a line there. And this one is basically just about as bad, pretty much. That's unfortunate as well. If these sprue points had been a bit finer and smaller diameter for the ejection to go through, that wouldn't happen. But that's very unfortunate. But yeah, I mean, otherwise looks cool. other than that little area, standard mold line cleaning. Tangents is what only thing I could really complain about on them. And last but not least, we have Jeremiah Rose in the Charger. Coming in at 63 points, usable in the Clan Invasion through the Jihad era, Team M2, 10J, Skill 2, 452 for damage, 10 life, case, and direct fire. For Jeremiah's special abilities, there you go. And for Jeremiah's unit card for Classic, the Blackthorns. Okay. And let's check out the Charger, which is a pretty cool design to me. I feel like not a lot of people use it in Classic or Alpha Strike. There's like one variant that people like, but I think it's a cool kind of model nonetheless. He's got his Master Chief helmet. Kind of looks like Master Chief to me, like he's a Spartan, ODST or something, or a Spartan. Arm here's details getting a little soft right here. But aside from the mold line cleaning process, not too bad. I really like that armor panel right there. It's pretty solid. Cool looking. Good detail. Yep. Yeah, man. That's a pretty cool looking model. I wish that this wasn't quite as shallow or soft right here at the end of his gun. That gets detail, feel like gets a little bit lost, but you could also just clean that up and drill a hole into it if you wanted to. So yeah, pretty cool looking mini. That said, that's our first look at the legendary MechWarriors Pack 2 from Catalyst Games Labs, and I'm pretty impressed with most of that. Few areas that I'm not super jazzed about, but I like getting these unique guys and seeing what I want to collect and what's going to get shoehorned into just another faction as a model, and then their pilot cards just go into the ether. And there you have it, guys. That is my first look at the legendary MechWarrior 2 box. If you're waiting on your Kickstarter from Catalyst, please be patient. I hope that you get that soon, and if you've already got yours, awesome as well. In both cases, I hope you guys get in the comments below if you have any thoughts, concerns, critiques, anything at all about this or the channel. Sound up below. Let's get the discussion going. That said, that's all I've got for you guys today, folks. If you want to help support the channel, please check out the description down below. All the relevant links to help fuel the channel and keep it going can be found there, and your continued support is much appreciated. As always, make sure you guys keep painting your models, keep rolling your dice though, and I will catch you guys next time. If you made it this far, you're probably a viewer that already hits that like button when you see a video come up. You're probably already a subscriber, and you probably jump into the comments down below to help support the channel, to help support that algorithm. But if you're looking for some other ways to help support the channel too, make sure you check the description down below. Maybe you want to pick up some paints from Monument Hobbies. That's my paint of choice. The Pro Acrylic line is chef's kiss, good stuff. Maybe you want to check out some of the offerings from Death Designs, where I work in my day job. We got plenty of 3D printed products, as well as MDF terrain, some of the stuff that I have designed myself and we play with here on the channel. And if you're looking to bolster your Battletech ranks, miniatures, and offerings, make sure you check out Bobby from Fortress Miniatures and Games. He's one of the main supporters of the channel as well, and supporting any of these companies helps support what I do and helps to ensure that I can continue to bring content to all of you. If you want to become a super supporter, I highly recommend you guys check out the Patreon. You guys get that extra little edge to help push more content out, and I really do appreciate that. And my ultimate goal on the channel is to continue to be able to not only put out the content we have now, but to get to a point where you can put out more content later, whether that be battle reports or painting tutorials or just more rambles, anything at all. I'd like to be doing more content for you. This is something that I enjoy. I like being able to cast a light into the darkness to bring a little bit of hobby positivity to all of you and make you feel good, and also enjoy playing games myself. As we do the final sign off here though, I do want to go ahead and switch on over and do the scroll of awesome to showcase all the Patreon supporters, the super supporters of the channel, to give them some recognition for helping support what I do. Thank you guys so much, and I will catch you guys next time.